Well, Garcelle, welcome to Us Weekly.
Thank you. I love you guys.
Oh, well, we love you. The feeling
you.
is mutual.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to chat with you about this movie, Tempted by Love. What was it about this particular project that you really wanted to not only act in, but executive produce?
Yeah, I really was looking for the next project that was going to take me on a ride.
Yes.
And I haven't done romance in a long time, you know, so it was really nice just to tackle this character, Ava, who's a Michelin chef, and you know, and it wasn't a bad day at the office.
Definitely
making out with Vaughn.
There could be worse things to do.
There could be worse things.
Being, you know, you've done this for so long and have had plenty of makeout scenes.
Yes.
How do you kind of mentally prepare for that? And is it awkward, or you like it's just another day of the job?
No,
kind of?
it's definitely awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know this person.
Right.
It's not like they got to wine and dine you.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But what was really great, Talia, our director, really set the tone.
Okay.
And by the time we got to those scenes, Vaughn and I had a trust, and we definitely had the chemistry. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was pretty easy.
It definitely is. It so great at this point in your career where you get to decide exactly what projects you want to make.
It's unbelievable. I mean, when I started off, I didn't know how long I would be in it, if I would work. But to now not only continue thriving in this space, but now getting to executive produce, it's like, it's a pinch me moment. It's unbelievable.
Definitely. And you know what I love about this movie is take away the romance part of it. It's about a woman who kind of bounces back after a setback.
Yes.
Can you relate to that at all?
Oh my God, of course. I mean, many setbacks.
Yeah.
But I think what's great about the movie, it brings hope and joy. I think hope to older women who haven't found love, or who think if I'm dealing with menopause or this or that, I'm not going to be lovable. And it's like you can be lovable and sexy and still be intimate.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like people still shy away from like talking about things like menopause or arthritis and things like that. Why do you think that is?
You know, there's a stigma around it, but to me, the alternative is not being around at all. Right? So I'd rather deal with these things, and I think we are getting to a place in terms of women being able to take the shame away from things and still, you know, be thriving in looking out for one another. I think the more we talk, the more we know.
No, it's so true. Do you embrace the aging process?
Listen, at first, no.
Sure,
But yes, I do, because I think, again, we are looking better, feeling better, living longer, able to do things. I want to be able to hang out with my kids and my grandson. And so, yeah, I'm okay with it.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, Halle Berry's talking about menopause too. So it's like, we're good.
We're good.
We're so good.
I love it. No, but like you said, the alternative is not great.
Right.
Yes. I want to get this line right because I love the line in the movie where someone says, sometimes good luck has to slap you in the face to get your attention.
Yes.
When has good luck kind of slapped you in the face?
Wow, good luck slapped me in the face when I was going to a modeling agency when I was 16 years old. Driving, I didn't have an appointment, I didn't have, you know, a portfolio, and I stopped at a red light and I poked my head out the window and I went to go get my my lip gloss, and a hand came in the car, and it was the woman behind me at the stoplight. She got out of her car and gave me a card and said, "You should be a model," and it was the agency I was going to without an appointment, without anything. That was good luck slapping me in the face.
Divine intervention right there. Wow, that's incredible. Is that how kind of things got
and then
started?
They signed me, and then maybe, I think 8 or 9 months later, Eileen Ford was touring the country, you know, scouting out, and I was one of them, and I moved to New York at 17.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, all these years later, executive producing,
How about that?
like, look at you.
I know, it's crazy.
It's incredible. It really is.
Really.
You know, a lot of people will be talking about this movie in regards to the relationship and an older woman dating a younger man.
Yeah.
You know, why was that important for you to kind of highlight in this movie,
You know,
too?
it was important because it's all about being open, right? Find love where you can get it. I'm not saying that means you need to run out and find a, you know, a young guy all the time, but I think it's being open to the idea of being loved.
Yeah.
You know, being lovable so that someone loves you. And I think what's great about it is that we wanted to find someone who was young enough but man enough so you would believe that she would fall for him. And I think the connection was there and what he was going through. And it just made sense. And why not, you know, was it May to December romance?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Do you feel like they are going to end up together? Is there an open for a sequel in this?
You know, a lot of people are saying there could be a sequel. What's funny is I was talking to Vaughn and he goes, you know, maybe after 2 years Luke comes back. And I was like, 2 years? He goes, I'm not talking about Garcelle. She would never wait, but Ava may wait.
Right, no, Garcelle's not waiting.
No.
Have you dated younger men?
I haven't.
No.
It was always the thing that I wasn't really interested. I wasn't sure. But now doing this movie, I feel like it's a person specific.
Okay, yeah.
Right? If someone comes into my life and they check all the other boxes that I'm looking for and they happen to be younger, I'm open to it now.
Open to it,
I wasn't before, but now I
Sure.
am.
Is there like an age?
Yeah, I don't think I'd go under 40, honestly.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, or 36.
Every
Every day it's getting younger. I'm like, 32.
Did I read correctly that you spent $6,000 on a dating app? Is that right?
I did.
What
Oh my
happened?
God. I went on this site and it was like $399 a week.
Okay.
And I had promised a friend of mine that I would try it. So I signed up and then I was like, it doesn't feel right to be paying to meet a guy. You know what I mean? And so I got off the site. I thought I did.
Oh no.
And
it's
then
like the
months
auto
later,
pay.
$6,000 later. My son was like, he was on my phone, he was like, why do you have a dating app that you're paying for, Mom? And I'm like, what?
Oh no.
Disaster. I didn't even meet one guy.
$6,000 down the drain. Oh
horrible.
no. Have you been on any good dates recently?
Not in a long time. Not in a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting.
You're waiting.
Yeah.
Are you open now
I
at
am.
this point? Yeah.
I am open. I think right now is a good time. My kids are, going to be going off to college, and it's like, well, what about me? Figuring out that part.
Sure.
When I'm not a mom, when I'm not into my career. Not that I'm not into my career. When I'm not a mom and when I'm not focusing on my career, I think it's time.
Yeah. Is marriage important to you anymore?
Not at all.
Not at all. Yeah.
Not at all. Not looking for that.
Just companionship.
Nope. And not a guy with little kids.
Right. Yes.
I'm not packing any more snacks.
I've made my lunches. We are
made
done.
my peanut butter jelly sandwiches for a lifetime.
We're good. How do you feel about the boys eventually kind of getting older, moving on?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. I took Jay driving on Sunday. Jax went and did a program at Berkeley, and I dropped him off, went into the dorm, and it's like I knew he was only staying for a week, but it really hit me hard. I was like, wow, I mean, it's right around the corner. I could cry about it.
Oh no! Well, please, I was telling you before, my daughter's going to kindergarten and I'm a mess. Like, I can't imagine what you must be feeling.
No, so
yeah, if you could go back to day one of parenting, what would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself, don't be so hard on yourself that, it's going to be okay. They're going to turn out okay. Because I was so stressed about it.
Well, we saw you last season stressed about it and how you were having some struggles with your son. How have things progressed since then?
Can I tell you, I did not, I mean, obviously I didn't know we were going to have that conversation and it broke my heart.
Yeah.
But it got us to a place that I'm so happy he spoke up.
Good.
We're in such a better place because of that conversation.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You're like, thank you, Beverly
Yeah,
Hills.
exactly. Exactly. And I was so worried because being a mom is so important to me that I thought people were going to see me in a different light. And it was really like amazing. When I was at BravoCon, people came up to me and said, oh my God, your conversation with your son was so enlightening. It really helped me with my kids, or I can see a future with my children where I want them to be able to, be honest with me. So it was really hard, but it was really worth it.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
It's like a breakthrough in the relationship. And it was something that the two of you never even spoke about. So,
Never.
Yeah.
No.
It was nice that he felt comfortable enough to do that on camera, too.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
How do they feel about the Beverly Hills world?
It was fun in the beginning. It got hard, especially for Jax.
Sure.
He had to deal with the trolls,
Right.
and then
Yes,
having the
of course.
conversation last year, he thought people saw him differently. And so he's not on this season.
Okay.
But I respect that, and I left it alone.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, I'm cool with.
Yeah. How do they feel about this movie and seeing you?
Oh, they're not looking at it. I did Oliver though. My oldest went to the premiere, and he was like, "Mom," I was like this.
Like There's just some things you don't want
How
to see
did
your
you
mom
think
do.
you got here?
Right, exactly. And you're about to be a grandma again.
Yes.
Finally got your girl.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
She's going to have a fabulous closet, I'm
She's
sure.
going to have an amazing closet.
That's so great.
Yeah,
you must be so
thank you.
excited. How would you describe yourself as a grandma?
You know, I think I'm cool, fun, but I forgot how hard it is with a toddler.
Yeah.
By the
right.
time he leaves after a long weekend, I'm like, oh my God, it's so
I'm exhausted.
It's exhausting. But I love it. I love him, and we have a really good relationship. And last time he came to visit, I had to work. And I said, next time you come, I'm not going to work, and we're going to spend all the time together. And he just gave me the biggest hug. He didn't even say anything, and I knew he understood what I was saying.
Like your heart just melts all over again. I love that so much. It's so great. It
Yeah.
really is. I know you can't tell me what happens on Beverly Hills,
Nope.
but overall, how do you feel about this season?
Overall, this is the most excited I am for since I've been on.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's dynamic. I think it's explosive. I think different relationship shifts. But I think overall, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you feel, I know Kyle just said that, obviously, when you know that the audience is going to be excited to watch, it was a hard season for you. Was it a hard season for you at all, or was it?
It was a hard season in in moments.
Sure.
But it was hard because, it's hard seeing people go through things and it's so public.
Yes.
That's really hard to watch. And I know, I feel for Kyle for sure. And, it's hard seeing pictures of, even if you don't want them back, not to say that that's her case,
Sure.
but even if you don't want someone back, it's hard to see them moving on.
Yeah.
And so that was hard for all of us.
I'm sure, yeah. And it's been Dorit dealing with her own things as well.
Yeah, I believe we're all single.
The real single ladies of Beverly Hills.
We're going to have to rebrand.
We're gonna have to rebrand.
Exactly.
I think you said recently that you would love to see the real Dorit on the show. Do you feel like we got that this season?
We got a different side of Dorit that I've never seen before. So I think that will be interesting for people to see.
Good or bad?
I can't say.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Who's going to be answering the most questions at the reunion?
Oh, I think it's going to be Kyle. I think it's going to be Dorit. And, Sutton's always up for a good time.
Sutton's always up. The two of you are good, though, right?
We're good, yeah.
The two of you are always good.
Thank you. We have a good time.
Yeah, and Jennifer is in the.
Jennifer's
I
great.
love that she said that this was like her dream to do, like, as opposed like if this. She compared this to working with like Martin Scorsese. I love that so
I don't know
much.
what she meant by that, but I'm here for it. I think she is fantastic.
She is fantastic.
Yeah, and her fashion game is on point.
I'm sure it is. Is this still as much fun as it was for you? Is it fun for you?
Yes, no, it is fun for me. I mean, we have really great moments. I mean, where else do you get to be fabulous? And when we weren't going to St. Lucia, Kyle said, I love going to a beautiful place and arguing.
Right.
So we get to go different places and argue.
Yes, different places. Do you feel like you've made like lifelong friends doing this though?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
some.
Yeah, I think so.
Some
Not
more than
everybody.
others.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely. So obviously we have this Tempted by Love. What's next on the? Because I know that you're executive producing a lot for Lifetime as well. Yeah.
I'm going to take a week off.
Okay, as you should.
And then we'll get into what's next. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Garcelle, it is always a pleasure.
Same.
It's so much fun speaking with you. You
Thank
are welcome
you.
here anytime.
Oh, don't say that. I'll be here next week.
All right, we love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You.
Really.